There are several other data controls, including Data List, Details View, Form View, List View, and Repeater. Of these, only the Details View control has the convenient Edit Fields dialog that the Grid View control has. The other controls use templates, which you may recall from Lesson 9.5. In this lesson, you'll work with the Details View control. To begin, open the Spark sample file from your Sample Files folder. And open reports.aspx in Design View. We are now going to add a Details View control to the page. Drag a Details View control from the Data category to the bottom of the page. Now set its ID property to Details View Invoice. Next, use the Choose Data Source drop-down in the Quick Tasks menu to set its data source to Link Data Source Invoice. You did this in Lesson 11.2. The fields from the invoice table should automatically appear in the Details View control. If they don't, click Refresh Schema from the Quick Tasks menu. It's important to note that if you have to click the Refresh Schema option to bring back the columns for the control, a dialog may appear asking, "Would you like to regenerate the Grid View column fields?" If you click Yes, the columns in your Grid View control will be regenerated, and all of the customization you have made will be lost. You should almost always click No if you see this dialog. As you can see, a Details View control is similar to a Grid View control, but it only displays one record at a time, and displays the data in rows instead of in columns. Next, we're going to enable paging on the Details View control. You can do this in exactly the same way as you did with the Grid View control in Lesson 11.4. This adds page numbers that allow you to move between records in the Details View. Now we are going to add editing features to the Details View. Tick the Enable Editing box in the Quick Tasks menu. This does exactly the same thing as adding an Edit, Update, Cancel field manually, as you did in Lesson 11.5. View the page in your browser now. Now click the Edit button in the Details View control. Modify the values. And click Update. You can now see your updated record in the Grid View control, as well as in the Details View control. Close your browser now. One thing a Details View control can do that a Grid View control can't is to automatically add new records to a database. Use the Edit Fields dialog of the Details View control to add a new Insert Cancel field from the Command Field category. Now set the Enable Insert property of the Link Data Source control to True. Just like Enable Update and Enable Delete, you need to set Enable Insert to True to allow records to be inserted through your Link Data Source control. View the page in your browser now. Now click New in the Details View control and complete the form. Now click Insert, and you can see your new invoice in the Grid View control as well as in the Details View control. Close your browser now. Now delete the Details View invoice control. Using the Grid View and Details View controls, you can very easily create data-driven interfaces. But you might be wondering how to use the other controls in the data category. The Data List control is similar to Details View, but it displays multiple records at once and can only be customized using templates. The Form View control is almost identical to Details View, but it uses templates instead of the Edit Columns dialog. The List View control is an extremely flexible control with dialogues to customize it in various ways, but it cannot be customized fully without editing the code manually in Source View. And the Repeater control is very similar to List View, but it has no dialogues of any kind. You can only configure this control manually using Source View. You'll learn more about working with templates and the List View control in the Expert Skills course in this series. You've now completed Lesson 11.6. Use the Details View control.